Hello, dear friends. The when is the million-dollar question and the hardest to answer, but there are a number of signs that the process is moving forward amidst many problems. Opinion piece. When will it be enough? Everything is accelerating now. The divine plan is slow. Many are tired. All is being revealed. The Great Turmoil has begun. Universal cry of enough is enough. This looks like Rage of the Titans. We have had enough darkness. The time of revelation is now. The Great Uprising has begun. The planet will ascend with or without us. We, the people, have had enough. We will not be allowed to blow up the planet. Let's start. The current geopolitical situation resembles the movie A Series of Unfortunate Events, which is based on a series of books written by Daniel Handler under the pseudonym Lemony Snicket. On 13th January 2017, a television series of the same name was released on the Netflix platform. The series follows the lives of three orphaned Baudelaire siblings after the sudden death of their parents in a fire that destroyed their home. In the bad beginning words, they are taken to live with a third cousin, fourth nephew, Count Olaf, a nasty, evil and very bad actor who wants to get his huge fortune inherited from his wealthy parents. Humankind would be in danger were it not for the determination of the White Hats, says Steve Biko. The Celestials and the millions of ships gathered around the planet must allow us to solve our own problems within the limits of the overall divine plan for ascension and within the limits of the pain and suffering we cause Gaia. They have limits and we have limits. Let's talk about of those limits. We will not be allowed to blow up the planet. The planet will ascend with or without us. Gaia and everyone else with a say in the matter have kept the door open for an additional space of time so that as many of us as possible can ascend. But there is a time limit to that. Archangel Michael said that it doesn't mean that if the infinite and eternal existence of the Mother, she will wait forever, for that is the unfoldment of her plan. This is what it is all about, the penetration with all of our voices into each and every one of you. There will be those who choose to live, to abandon their physical form, rather than ascend in the physical form. That means separation. And it doesn't refer to being split off into an alternate world. It simply refers to leaving the body, leaving and returning home. There is no punishment, no shame, no guilt. It's simply their decision. Tiredness. But it is not the desire of the Mother that this ascension process continue forever, for she also sees what we all see, and what we have been told repeatedly. Many of you are weary. Though the divine plan operates in terms of eons rather than years. Those who have been in the truth of your heart and service will be victorious, leaving aside the limits of our waiting. I do not want us to overlook that here we see the company of heaven in the person of Archangel Michael, revealing to us how they make their decisions. If Gaia is in danger or at risk, they will prefer the will of Gaia to the will of one of us. They base their decisions on considerations, and it seems that they will prefer the plea of the light workers to bring things to a conclusion over the tax accession of their will to continue with the building of a world empire. It's not that they remain passive observers while we fight or pollute the planet forever. The Mother has a plan, and it is that plan that the Celestials and Galactics are loyal to, while treating us with the utmost compassion and love. Remember Rage of the Titans, where the gods of Olympus belittled humankind as awaited their moves. You had a front row seat in it. It is a privilege to even be part of what is happening right now, as stressful and exhausting as it can be at times. Yes, we have had enough darkness. But still, what would you rather be doing? Clash of the Titans was an adaptation of the might of Perseus, his fight with Medusa, and his attempt to save the city of Joppa from destruction and save Princess Andromeda from death. Here is an example of that from Matthew Watt, in quotes. We have good news. The spray that forms the chemtrails is now free of toxic elements. This development went through the chain of command, you might say, so I would not deny the Creator's gift of free will to those behind the spring. Gaia asked God to end this danger to her residents, the air, the waters, and the soil. Then God authorized the Special Forces volunteers among you to transform the toxins in the spray into natural chemicals for Earth. Therefore, the people who ordered the chemtrails may still choose to do so, but any traces that may cross your skies are harmless. Close quotes. Update. It is Peter B. Mayer's opinion that a new era has begun with the birth of the 5D Earth. The Dark Ones, who have had unlimited freedom over planet Earth for hundreds of thousands of years, are now facing our helpful brothers and sisters from the stars, our forces of light, digital warriors and patriots, who, through great effort, moved forward to remove these negative forces from planet Earth. It was the negative forces that sabotaged the positive initiatives and made it impossible to break the negative isolation, but that is definitely over. On Earth, we have found the help of the starry paladins, with their inherent desire to activate the spiritual and mental forces in the world. They are closely related to the world of the Lightworkers. The advocates encourage worthwhile endeavor, joy, light, and love in our world, and the ascension to enter the 5D world. They are able to bring a breakthrough in the mental and spiritual consciousness of humankind. Visitors and Earthlings are similar in many ways. Paladins live in and come mainly from the Pleiades constellation. The sleepers must be combined to believe and see who their real enemy is. The sooner humankind wakes up, the better it will be for all of us. Let us not be modest. Let this be a challenge for all of us to come together to realize our fullest humankind potential. Our planet is polluted by enormous amounts of toxic chemicals, radiation, lies, deception, misinformation, distortion, fake news, etc. Maintained with half-truths, frauds, falsified images, deceptive mirages, propaganda, and above all, brainwashing. The Great Upheaval has begun. This process can no longer be stopped, both from above and from below. The energies are converging on the Earth. This is now the time, long awaited for many thousands of years, to move forward into our new world, 5D. Realize that the new world is already a reality, and that the upheaval has already begun before your eyes. Was it not also your choice originally? Start forgetting everything you learned before, and forget it forever. Get a whole new perspective of life and discover real truths. Have love for our beautiful new world with true freedom, which brings you closer to the Creator. It is important to know that the worst of evils has passed, and will never return. All is revealed. According to Vital Frothy, current events that many can already perceive are converging towards the completion of the planetary cycle. Every day, more and more information is coming to those who have eyes and see and ears to hear. And it is all converging in the same direction, that is, that we are indeed in the great planetary shift. A new S is being born, and with it a new humankind. If before the world apocalypse gave most of you goosebumps, now there is enough understanding to give comfort and confidence in the future. The new light came to Earth at the end of 2012 and brought higher energies beginning the age of Aquarius, which will take our planet into the fifth dimension. Fear-based posturing has been cruel to humankind because of its limited consciousness and also the veil of forgetfulness. It was believed that no change for the better was possible. Instead, we were led to believe that the apocalypse would be the Armageddon, that would one day bring about the end of humankind and the destruction of planet Earth. But this was not God's plan, nor was this the plan of any useful soul who would agree to undergo the experience of polarities in this world of duality. On the contrary, only the brave and highly evolved souls agreed to undergo such experiences, subject to the veil of forgetfulness and extremely limited in consciousness. Everything is now accelerating. What used to take centuries now shows itself in months or a few years, and the apocalypse that was so frightening now begins to inspire confidence, for it is but the revelation of what was hidden. It is a window that opens, allowing the light to illuminate its surroundings and show the reality that could not be seen before. This light dissolves the veils one by one, and the humankind's consciousness will begin to remember everything. They will remember who they are, where they came from, and what they came here to do. You will remember past lives, and you will have knowledge of the future. You will activate all the innate knowledge, since this consciousness was integrated into your soul. It will indeed be a time of revelations. The timing will be right. All will be laid bare, and what will come is so great. It could not have come sooner, for our limited consciousness cannot absorb such a reality. As we always say, the fruit cannot be plucked before, or else it would be lost, and not too late, for it could be rot on the stalk. The time for revelation is now. In fact, it all started in 2012, but there was a period of 4 years for humankind to get used to the new energies. This energy adjusted everyone's consciousness according to their absorption capacity, and today, here on Earth, we have a sufficient number of awakened humankind who have the consciousness and are ready to understand the events that are coming soon. They will be turning points in the final phase of the planetary transition. These revelations will not be understood by all, but at least by a portion of humankind, enough to guide the rest. You are one of those selfless light workers incarnated on Earth. You have prepared for thousands of years, and you know what you have come for. It is not a coincidence that today you are interested in this planetary transition and soul upliftment. You are restoring all cosmic cellular memory. You dissolve the veils of forgetfulness to bring innate knowledge into present awareness. You are a beacon illuminating the paths of others. All will be exposed and revealed, first to you and to others awakened. And you, like a great army, will occupy the entire planet and lead others. All will be intense and profound. The new energies will break through the bars that have held the earth captive for so long. You, with your light, will guide those who are beginning to open their eyes. Many will need you, even those who do not yet know their mission will learn what to do, for it all comes from within. It is as if you have always known. It is as if you have never forgotten. All will be revealed as a magic pass. It will be a big event. It will be an event that will be much talked about but little known. And it will not be a single event. There will be many cascading events that will follow, ultimately revealing a new earth and a new humankind. The old cycle closes, fears dissolve, the earth is liberated, gamma light intensifies, consciousness expands, truths are shown, limited beliefs dissolve into light. All of this may seem frightening, but in reality it will be a time of joy for humankind on earth and in all parts of the galaxy. The masks will fall and the soul of every embodied being will be revealed. A naked soul can hide nothing. All will know each other's best kept secrets. All will understand that all was an experience in the great theater of life of duality. There will be no judgment as before. All will be understand that each has learnt his lesson according to his own plan. Everyone will understand that there was never evil and good as has been supposed, and has always been taught. And each will remember his own experiences of all his incarnated lives on earth. If you remember all, you will know that your soul will also be exposed. It too will be laid bare, and everyone will know its trajectory, and no one will judge anyone. All will be exposed, and all will finally understand that it has all been an illusion of consciousness, which was necessary to experience duality within polarity in a third-dimensional world. All will be exposed. What was hidden will be revealed. This is the apocalypse so feared, when consciousness was still asleep. But now the times have come. All has been announced by the ruler of the galaxy, who became human only to bequeath to us the good news. That is the comforting message that the new time would come, bringing the new earth. The time has come. A new era has come, a time to celebrate and not to fear. All is now in the open, and as the great master said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Set yourself free. You can do it. I am Viral Frosty, and my mission is enlightenment. Breaking news. 130 countries have aligned with BRICS, and their currencies have been considered asset-backed. Hurricane Ian continues to ravage the US East Coast. Cuba struggles to recover from Hurricane Ian. Elon Musk unveils a prototype of Tesla's humanoid robot. Elon Musk refused to block Sputnik news agency on Starlink because he likes their content. Mexico loses against the US. A judge rejects its lawsuit against gun manufacturers. Nicaragua announces severance of diplomatic relations with the Netherlands over interference in its internal affairs. Europe. Europe is an energy dwarf compared to Russia. Gazprom, in quotes. We have strived to create the safest gas route to Europe, and now it is broken. The company revealed that there were around 800 million cubic meters of gas in the three pipelines at the time of the incident. Russia vetoes US resolution condemning referendum results at the United Nations. Russia announces the withdrawal of its troops from Krasny Liman, north of Donetsk, in the face of the massive Ukrainian advance. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.